more garlic. Need more Parmesan. We've been coming to this restaurant for many, many years. I would venture to guess the first time Carly and I come here was maybe late 80s, but over the years it has been a favorite spot to come to. I was blessed to be in a very wonderful Italian family. Ah, a little olive oil. We weren't rich, but you know, I never knew that until I was older and looked back, because we always ate like kings. I've been married 30 years, and the next president of the United States is Carly Fiorina, my running mate. See, this brings back memories. This is what my mother would be doing.
All right, so here's the moment of truth.
There you go. I'll give you the bigger plate.
These are very good meatballs, and I'm not just saying that.
Not quite as good as my mom's, but right there.
You guys are working together at AT&T, and at some point you decide to ask her out on a date.
Someone steered her in my direction, and I remember to this day, it was clear to me. She was relatively new at the company. She didn't know what she was talking about, but she knew what her client needed, and she wasn't going to take no for an answer.
We are losing this war against ISIS not because we cannot win, but because our president will not lead.
We'll fast forward to the third date, and you give her this line.
I told her I thought she was going to be the CEO of AT&T. Now, I was a level higher than her, and she was brand new with the company. But I had observed her for the last couple of years, and she's just an amazing phenomenon as far as I was concerned.
All right, next up.
Why are we asking these theoretical questions?
Would you vote for him, or would you support him?
I don't answer theoreticals, I don't answer hypotheticals.
I've been talking about all these things for a long time, whether people have been paying attention or not.
When you hear the negative things, people saying that, well, she laid off 30,000 people without blinking an eye, she has a big ego, that she's not relatable. Do you recognize that person?
Not at all. Not at all. Carly's one of the most loving, caring people you'd ever want to meet. Carly never laid a person off or fired a person that didn't hurt her personally. And you know, when Carly laid off 30,000 jobs, she saved 80,000 jobs with companies all around us going out of business.
What made you fall in love with her?
But what really pushed me over, I had two little girls. These little girls chased away several dates over the course of, I don't know, a year or so. When they met Carly, there was none of that. Carly fell in love with them, they fell in love with her, and at that point, I'm not sure I had a choice. This was a necklace my wife bought Lori, our daughter. It took me years to take it out of a drawer, and I just decided I wanted it to be with me all the time.
Like everyone else in life, I have had my share of hardship as well. We lost our younger daughter, Lori, to the demons of addiction. So I know as well that each one of us sometimes needs a helping hand.
As you might know, our daughter died of an addiction, and it's hard to describe what that's like unless you've personally gone through it.
How did you guys get through that time?
It was just a bad year. Carly had cancer, 11 operations, chemo, radiation. It was a bad time. But when Lori died, you know, it makes everything else in life pale in comparison. Carly did very well. Her faith really held up, and I'll be honest with you, I kind of lost my faith. I just couldn't understand how this could happen. The first Father's Day that came up after she had died, I was in a garage. I just opened this box just for no reason. That box hadn't been opened in 15 years. Were 5 Father's Day letters from my daughter. At that moment, I had no doubt in my mind that she sent those. Meaning, I found those letters from her telling me that she's okay, and God's way of telling me that I should keep my faith.
would you say 30 years of being married is no easy feat?
People that know Carly and I would tell you that we fight all the time, all the time. No matter what I say, Carly can debate. People that think that she's a great debater.
We've seen her debating skills.
I think women all over this country heard very clearly what Mr. Trump said.
I've honed her. I take no credit for her skills with that exception. I've taught her to debate.
One of the reasons I've said that I would not be talking to Vladimir Putin right now, although I have met him as well, not in a green room for a show, but in a private meeting.
What works for you guys? What do you think has kept you together for 30 years plus?
I think we really just love each other. I don't think either one of us would have stayed if we didn't just love each other.
Do you think that America is ready for a first gentleman?
Oh God, I don't know. I don't know. I hope I can live up to it. I'm not worried about Carly living up to it. I hope I can.